Thank you for asking that question, because I think that's a very important trade. And as I showed you, gold's a very small marketplace. If you get a whole rush of that 167 trillion into that metal, it'll go up a good bit. There are two sides to gold. One is the miners, and the other is the metal, right? We own some of the miners, specifically in our TradeWinds Value Opportunities Fund. That drives that fund's performance. And so we have exposure there. They've rallied considerably, some of them 90% over the last 3 months, and that's been terrific. But here's my breakdown on gold, and this is why we don't own more of it right now. There are 3 drivers, in my opinion, of gold prices. One is fear. We got that in spades. The other is inflation, which hasn't manifested, and Bernanke on the Hill said we won't have it for 2 years. He's got a better visual on that than I do. The third element is that it's the anti-dollar. And so of those 3 elements, you've got the dollar appreciating, which is not good for gold. You've got deflation rather than inflation, which is not good for gold. And you've got fear, which is high, which is good for gold. So I think, it's sat at 900 for a long time. And really, I spent a good amount of time watching it, because if we can get in there and we can make money, we'll go. But when it got up to 1,000, it got very tired. It closed the day at like 940 something. So it sold off appreciably, and I think that's because it's got the fear driver, but it's missing the other 2 fundamental drivers. Now, when those drivers show up, and as Zandy said, the Fed will have to raise rates sometime late in 2010, then that would be a good environment for gold. So, if we see the economic data, the fundamental data tipping towards making that an attractive investment, we'll get more into that trade. But at the moment, fear's not enough. We need fundamentals.